Greetings, friends of the Ciaran. Yeah, friends of the Ciaran. Okay, so welcome to episode 2 of Chooch Rides. And today we've got this lovely bike here. It's my girlfriend's bike. Pretty standard motorcycle with a few weird parts to it. So, first thing you'll notice is the pegs. These are actually fully adjustable, so you can choose how you want them. Personally, I like to have this one up a bit more and the one on the right down a bit. So there's that. You can see it's a pretty standard chain drive here, you know, that pushes you along. We've got quite a few features on this bike actually to take a look at first. So you can see your speedometer here. Now this shows you your normal speed. I don't know how well you can see this. Shows you your trip meter. It's got a clock on it. Your max speed and average speed. Right now we're not moving, so it's at 0 miles an hour, which you can configure this all, but we're not going to go over that. Next big difference you'll notice is your handles. Actually, all your your brakes, your clutch, your gears, and everything. None of those are down at the feet on this model. This model's got your gears here. You can see 1, 2, 6. So this is 6 speed, and this is your front brake on the right here, and your back brake on the left here. You've got your pretty standard horn. Again, it's really rubbish actually. I'd probably change from the stock one as soon as you get a chance. Another problem with this bike, which although it's a great bike, you don't have a center stand or a side stand, so when you're leaving this bike you're going to want to make sure it's up against something. For maintenance it's going to be pretty simple. All you're going to want to do is, well, the bike's incredibly light, you can just pick it up and put it upside down. Now, it's actually got a keyless ignition, which is great. So all you have to do is just hit this, and that's the bike on now. You'll be able to hear it in the background. So that's actually fingerprint detecting, so you can again configure that. And if you don't, it's got a pin. But personally I went for the fingerprint option because it's more secure. Now this part of the bike has a few more features. First one you'll notice is your lean angle sensor, and I've configured it wrong, so this is upside down. So we'll just turn this. Again, it's incredibly simple to turn. So right now if you're going to record the lean angle, start recording it. I mean, you can see fairly standard lean angle sensor, so we'll see when the bike's upright, and then if we tilt the bike to the left, and yeah, that's pretty standard stuff, as I say. The next thing you'll notice is this actually has navigation built in as well. So again, we can actually flip this background. This is a good thing about the bike. You can flip this and configure this as however you want. You could have it vertical if you want. So you've got a clock, a music playlist, you've got a compass, if that's any use. Just click OK. So right now we're facing roughly west. So yeah, we've got navigation, which is quite useful. I'll just come off of that, I'll blur it because I don't want you seeing where I am right now. And music, which I've not set up yet. So, again, you'll notice the bike's incredibly light. If you were to get one of these, you're not going to have any issues with it. I'm probably at some point going to cut a clip of how the bike sounds. I'll probably do that now, just for, so you can see how it sounds idle, and, maybe rev it a bit. Again, handles are really quite short, so are your levers. I mean, when you get riding, you don't notice it. But another thing, the engine, you can't see the engine, it's really well hidden. It's a nice slick design. You're not going to have any problems with this. I mean, one problem I'd say is I'm quite a short guy, so if we just wheel this over here, and if I try and get on this bike now, I'm going to have quite some trouble on this because I'm quite short. I'm only 5'8", but This bike's actually my girlfriend's. She's 5'10". I know she's taller than me, and we can actually just turn off this heads-up display now, and we'll just come off the bike. And that concludes the first part of this with the specs of the bike. I think I've covered everything. If I've forgotten anything, I'll remember to add it in, but that's the majority of this bike. So we'll get on with the ride next. Okay, and we're back and on the bike again. I've just started the bike up, got the heads up display off, so I'm just going to take it around for a little test right now. I should probably say that I've never rode this bike before, and I have no idea how it's going to be, so let's get started. Okay, so quite slow in the start off. I mean, first gear's not the best, so I'll just go up a gear. Okay, yeah, second gear really start to take off. I mean, this is just crazy fast. Okay, so I've got the throttle open a slight amount here, and I just feel like we're flying. So we're coming up to this junction here. I mean, in terms of moving the bike, it's really light. I mean, brakes are a bit squeaky, probably just need cleaned. But other than that, the brakes are smooth. Speed is just crazy. Okay, so we see how fast we can get along here. I mean, technically we should only be going 20, but oh my god, that's 60. 60 miles an hour in, well, we're in 6th gear now, but that's because I was having trouble with the lower gears with moving. Okay, so I think we'll turn here, just see how it is for turning. I mean, look at that turning circle. What more could you ask for? I mean, that was, 15 miles an hour there. We'll get out of the way of this taxi. Probably wondering what the fuck I'm doing. Okay, so again, that acceleration is just crazy. We'll let this car pass me. Just cause probably feels intimidated by my speed or something. And I don't want them, complaining about anything like that. Okay, so we're back up to speed. And I know I'm not meant to go through here on a bike, but I think I might, just to, get in different areas. See how it handles them riding. I mean, the speed on this thing is just crazy. Okay, we'll go up here. I mean, this is quite an unfamiliar area. I've never been this way on the bike. You know what, we'll just cut through here and head back now. I feel like there's not much more I can say about how this handles. That, and I'm lazy and fat, so this is quite tiring. And I'm full bike gear. So, yeah, bike definitely handles well. In terms of moving, flickability, things like that. I mean, it's just handles great. Just give him a little nod there. Probably thinks I'm fucking crazy. So, I think what anything else I can say about this bike. I mean, brakes a bit squeaky, and horn stock really not the best, but I shall stay on the proper side of the road here. Yeah. I mean, great bike. I would definitely recommend it to anyone. Your average commuter, but for me, it's just not the right bike. I mean, I could use it, but far too warm, far too tiring. And there's not much more to say really, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to like and subscribe to myself, and also check out Motochooch. I mean, he's inspiration for this video after all. I mean, he's a good guy. Definitely check him out. I'll put a link in the description.